Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about the current stock market performance and share with you significant undervalued stocks that I believe can have bull runs. Let's say if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe for more related content. We're looking at the whole entire range of S&P since like 1984. As you can see, during the dot-com era in the year 2000, there were so many tech companies, and it took a downward trajectory when the bubble bursted. However, as you can see, it began to climb back up until the year 2008. We saw the collapse with the real estate bubble bursting, and it took about less than a year or so for the V-shape to start taking off. Now we see the stock market increasing over time well into the year 2022. And most of you are wondering, are we going to start seeing a market crash? From my perspective, when it comes to investing, you want to play the long-term game, right? Let's say if you have about 30 years until retirement, then you really should not be selling your investments at this time and focus on capitalizing on dollar cost averaging. Let's say even if the market were to go down further, increase the quantity of shares by buying on the discounts and don't react, because when you start making trades based on just reacting to what the market is telling you, based on how the Fed is going to increase interest rates as well as the speed of money slowing down, then you're really just reacting. I would highly advise just playing the slowly but surely type of strategy where you want to just gain on looking at it from a long-term approach when you retire. Now, when we look at the S&P, this is a tool to drive wealth, and you know that inflation is always going to happen. But from my key takeaway, just continue to invest, buy and hold, and focus on long term, because when you look at this like 10 years from now, you're only going to see it climbing up with marginal like V shapes when it drops down. From a zoomed in perspective, you may see some ups and downs, but from a zoomed out perspective, looking at it from left to right on a graph, you'll see that it will continually climb. And I will tell you that in 10, 20, 30 years, even onwards, you will see that the trend will continue to go in an upward direction. That's a forward-looking type of approach when it comes to investing. Now, I wanted to talk to you about specific stocks now that we've talked about just the market sentiment and how investing long-term will really add value to your investment portfolio. Let's begin with the first company, Meta Materials, ticker MMAT. Today, the share price ran up by close to about 14%. I believe that it's taking on a bullish pattern approach, and you can definitely buy low and sell high. I mean, its 52-week range was at 138. You're basically at the basement level right now, and it reached a 52-week high of close to $22. So if you buy low, you're going to capitalize on this company focused on Meta Materials. We know that just with Meta right now, anything with that term, it just gains so much recognition from investors who are attracted in this type of arena at this time. Next company I wanted to talk about is a biotech company, and that is Sorrento Therapeutics, ticker SRNE. Today, it had a significant bull run. We know that its 52-week range was at around the double digit, close to about $17. Where the current share price is right now, it's definitely undervalued. And with Henry G, the CEO, leading this company forward with having multiple antiviral treatments, including cancer treatment, specifically focused on the COVID-19. It has diagnostics, it has antiviral treatments, you name it. And with its COVID sticks product gaining regulatory approval in Brazil and Visa, as well as in Mexico, we shall hear updates coming in the domestic region, specifically in the US. But I firmly believe that SRNE is going to start gaining traction, and in this year we shall see the double-digit share price range come again for SRNE. Next company I wanted to talk about is a biotech company, and that's iBio, a plant-based vaccine company based out in Texas, led by CEO Tom Isett. Tom Isett came from large-scale companies. That's why I firmly believe in this company, and the fact that it leverages plant-based technology. I like the idea, and this company is innovating in that it's trying to innovate and create a plant-based derived vaccine focused on targeting N proteins as well as S proteins. We see with commercially available vaccines that it really isn't giving us the safety and efficacy right now when it comes to immunity towards the COVID-19 strain, including the variants. And that's why the approach of focusing more on N proteins and how it binds with our ACE2 receptors, I believe that high quality vaccines can potentially come out from this company. And from a share price standpoint, where it currently ran within a year range close to about $3, I definitely think this is undervalued. It's at the basement floor right now, and once you buy low and you sell high, you can gain significantly with a company like iBio. Next company I wanted to talk about is Inovio Pharmaceuticals, INO. Why do I like this company so much? Well, it's focused on advancing medical unmet needs by providing high-quality DNA-based vaccines, which is more stable than the RNA-based vaccines. And from a fundamental standpoint, I firmly believe that INO will gain market share by gaining attraction in the community, specifically in the vaccine space. And its 52-week range was in the high double-digit range, close to about $20. And I definitely think this is a steal right now. It's gaining on a bullish pattern, and its market cap is close to about $1 billion. And biotech, I believe, is going to have its significant run coming because it's been just dropping since the beginning of Q1 of 2021. So it's been a year of bleeding. However, what goes down will eventually go up. Next company I wanted to talk about is Zomedica, ticker ZOM. This is an interesting diagnostic company that adds value in the diagnostic arena for the veterinarian space for dogs and animals to test for thyroid problems. I firmly believe that the share price can reach its prior resistance. It ran from about 12 cents when I was recommending this at 7 to 12 cents. It ran all the way up to close to $3. This was the biggest play I had recommended to investors in last year, well, 2020 onward. And it's great to see people making significant profit with this. However, I believe that given the fact that it's been bleeding out for the last year, it's really going to start gaining traction again with the momentum swing with Zomedica. Next company I wanted to talk about is OCGN. This is a biotech company where the 52-week range was close to about $19. It's definitely undervalued right now at the low point of $3 per share, and it's taking on a bullish pattern with so much shares of OCGN being oversold from a relative strength index technical standpoint. And from my perspective, I believe that OCGN will start gaining traction, and it has a product called Covaxin that has gained approval in the India markets. And once it starts gaining more traction, regulatory approvals all around the world, then OCGN is an arsenal not to reckon with. Next company I wanted to talk about is a cannabis related company, and that is Sundial Growers, SNDL. Today it ran close to about 8%. And why do I like it so much? It has a low RSI right now, and it's beginning to pick up traction. Its 52-week range was at about 40 cents, so you're buying at the low point, at the basement level right now. How much lower can it go? Well, if you buy it now and you let it run back to its prior resistance of $4, you're gaining on like 8x. If you hold it long term, I can see this easily go up to about $5 potentially in this year or in the following year. So Sundial Growers is a high quality company, and it has lots of employees. Its market cap is getting close to about $1 billion. There's so much attention with this company. What goes down will start popping back up from my perspective. Next company I wanted to talk about is Innerscope Hearing Technologies. I believe that this company is going to gain significantly with its current share price being undervalued, less than 1 cent. I believe that it's going to reach its prior resistance of 9 cents coming whether that's going to be in this quarter or Q2 or Q3. We can't time that market, but when you can buy share prices at this low, then you just let the wave run, and that's when you can capitalize big. And INND has acquired the largest supplier that was part of Walmart, and now its supplier partnership that's affiliated with Walmart. INND has its products in the biggest retail chain in Walmart, as well as having its product on Amazon as well. And until we start hearing more news about guidance on OTC products over the counter, I believe that this company will start gaining traction. And this company got so much heat last year in 2021 with the SEC, and the fact that now it's OTC compliant, it's paying its fees to the FDA. There's no reason to believe that INND will not reach its prior resistance. And from a long-term approach, I know that there's billions of people with hearing aid problems, and it's definitely going to add value and gain traction. Next company is Skye Bioscience. This is a company that leverages cannabinoids with the addition of amino acids, bioengineering its product to reduce intraocular pressure in the eye, as well as providing neuroprotective effects. There's no company that has that type of potential claim, and I believe that this is a game changer company where it can provide an alternative approach towards advancing medical unmet needs in the ocular space. Now, the company will be heading into phase 1 clinical trials in the coming months, scheduled for Q2 launch, and this is really going to catapult the company. And I believe once the results come out from phase 1, it's really going to have the inflection point and gain significant traction. The company previously ran all the way up to 26 cents without news, and it's just a matter of time when this company will, at a minimum, 4 or 5x, even beyond that. I believe that Skye can go into the dollar range if you hold this a long term. Next company I wanted to talk about is NIO. Today it ran up close to about 19%. This is a car manufacturer based out in China, where it's a main competitor of Tesla. I believe that it's definitely undervalued at this time with its 52-week range high at $64. And the question is, can it continue to run up? I believe that it can. I mean, it's great to see that the prices has run up, but from a long-term perspective, if you're investing long-term, I believe NIO will potentially gain significantly in terms of share price, and we can see this in the $100 range if you hold this long term. Next company I wanted to talk about is Mara. This company has gained so much recognition in the last year. Beyond that, I mean, its 52-week range high is at $83, which is why I believe that it's undervalued, and it can continue to grow back up to its prior resistance. While the price of Bitcoin increases, Mara will start rising as well. So these are the overall stocks I wanted to share with you. And if you felt like this video was valuable, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe to All I See Is W. Thank you. Have a great day.